Bingo. Oh my God. Morning, everyone. What time do I got? I got 10:01 Eastern time. It's raining here in South Florida, like every day. Regardless of the rain, it actually feels a lot cooler than the 100-degree humidity on the blacktop. So it is a blessing. Sometimes in our match, at least if you ever get a chance to do games here in South Florida, FAU or FIU, 90% of the time you're going to end up refereeing in the rain. Fingers crossed, no lightning strikes. Again, that will probably be a 90% chance too that you'll have a lightning strike. So to this radar doesn't look too bad. It's just a light rain. So just going to use this as a cool workout today. We have a seminar. NISOA has a seminar as well today at noon. If you get a chance, check it out. It's with Ryan Sigich. She's going to go over the changes in violent behavior and why they have changed too. It's always a hot topic of discussion, especially in the college atmosphere of violent behavior versus fighting, and the differences in your reports are crucial in the punishments that will be handed out to those students. So we're going to get started. We have the main emphasis today is going to be 2 compound movements that can help you out in athletic performance. If you get a chance to only do one of these 2 movements in a short period of time, they're great. They're full body. We have the burpee. We're going to do kind of a strict burpee in a sense, where we're going to really emphasize the push-up in the down phase of the burpee. Probably majority of people that do the burpee or you see do the burpee, they're kind of flopping to the ground. We are really going to try to emphasize the push-up into a good jump. If you have a struggle with the push-up, that dynamic push-up from the bottom and keeping your core tight, please just step up into it, okay? We're going to try to protect your back as much as we can. We're going to do some core work, and then we're going to move into the last one, which is more of an Olympic-style lift. It's going to be a medicine ball clean into a press, similar to a thruster, but with the clean into the thruster, it's going to be what we call a cluster. And then at the end, we're going to kind of try to put those 2 together. So the main thing we're looking for in the beginning is just getting that technique and then eventually building into the speed. Once your technique and speed match, then we can start to add the load. So the nice thing with this one is we don't have a heavy load to use, so we can really drill your technique and then really ramp up the speed and the intensity. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm doing this from my phone today. I couldn't bring my computer on the rain, and I'm not sure if I'm linked up. So just give me thumbs up that you can hear me. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So we're going to get started with kind of a new warm-up. We're going to try to still build on some of the stuff we've been doing and some of the great stuff that Christopher Paul has given us. We were out in the turf, so I was thinking, I'm like, we can't really get on a turf, and we still have some of our fellow referees maybe stuck in hotels. So instead, I'm gonna try to do things in like a 6-foot circle. Okay. So you'll see things today: plank walk in a circle, bear walk in a circle, duck walk in a circle, and I think crab walk in a circle. So we're gonna get into those. Let me see if I can put up some music too. And then we got a cool burpee activity. So if you guys hang with me 1 second, we'll get started in 1 minute. All right, so the first thing we are going to do, all right, so we'll get started. We have our lateral lunge. So we're just gonna do a nice lateral lunge. You can get in a wide stance and just kind of get 10 each side. We're just gonna warm up nice and slow. Again, really push your hips back. Push your hips back and kind of lean over that knee. 10 each side, opening up. You should feel a good stretch in your hip. And if you want to, as well, maybe a little bit, you want to bring your toe up. This can get a little bit deeper of a hamstring stretch. So big chest up, lean each side, explore around down here. Really open up that groin and then maybe some of those hips, driving this knee out. So again, don't have this knee collapse. Push that knee out as you drive it. We'll get 10 good ones. And then we're going to plank walk in a circle. So imagine you have your circle. Push this out of the way. Imagine you have your circle here. You're just going to rotate all the way around your clock. So you get back to 12 o'clock, and then you're going to reverse it into your counterclockwise. And good. And we'll stand up. So that's going to be our circle. You're going to go clockwise and then counterclockwise. Next, we have a good lunge stretch. So big stretch. Again, if you want to twist, lean one way, lean right, and then switch legs. Mess around. Again, you can have straight arms up and you can tilt. That feels good. Or you can go back. Or the other option is really rotating those hips to the left and then to the right. It's up to you. Again, big stretch, back, twist, right, left, and just kind of keep going with this. This is a good one to do in your warm-ups for your games or your running. You could always bring that elbow down, stretch up. It's up to you. Again, you should feel a great stretch in that hip and maybe a little bit in the groin. Twist. Get 10 good stretches. Try to keep that back knee up, okay? We don't want to see it touch the ground. Try to keep it up, twist, and go the other side. Again, mess around. You can twist. That feels good. And you can always drop that elbow to the ground and then reach to the sky. We're just looking at getting your hips and your spine. We'll get one more each side. So I'm going to drop my elbow this time. Last one. Good. So now we have our bear crawl. Same thing as a plank. I guess I messed up. We'll just do one more plank. Again, we'll go to the right. Go clockwise. Once you hit 12 o'clock, counterclockwise again. Good, and we'll stand up. This time we have our pigeon stretch. So if you want to sit on your butt, okay, heels straight in front of you, you are going to put both knees to one side, and then you're going to stretch just that outside of that glute. Back to forward, feet go, reach that arm all the way across. You should feel a great stretch, and a little bit in your back, and as well as in the glutes. So again, try to get a good far stretch. The more you can lean with this arm and really, really reach as far as you can, the deeper that stretch is going to be. So again, rotate those hips, bring that arm, good stretch. We'll get 2 more each side, so we got 4 total. 1, 2, 2 more, 1, and 2. Good. If you want to kind of just rotate it out, make sure those hips feel nice and loose. The next one we have is our duck walk. So you're going to get down into the bottom of your squat. Okay, if you want to keep your hands up behind your head, wherever you want. Now you're just going to walk in a circle around that clock. Once you get to 12 o'clock, counterclockwise. And now we're going to get our inch swarm with our seal pose. So we're just going to walk our hands all the way down top of the push-up and then get a good stretch. Oh. And we're actually going to go rock your hips back into a child's pose. Into your plank. Walk your hands back up. So again, walk our hands all the way down to the top of our push-up. We're going to get into a seal pose or a cobra. Reverse it by going into a child's pose. Good stretch in those shoulders and low back. Back to tabletop. High plank. Walk your hands back. We're going to go 3 more of those. So again, walk your hands all the way out to your high plank. Seal. Child's pose. Back to tabletop. Plank. Walk your hands back. 2 more. All the way to the high plank. Seal. Child's pose. Back to your plank. Walk your hands back. 1 more. Hands out to your plank. Good stretch in your lower back. Chin to the sky. Child's pose. Back to plank. Walk back up. The last walk we have today is going to be a crab walk. So we're going to sit on your butt. Try to bring your hips as high as you can. So we want our hips down. Hips as high as you can. Imagine you have your soccer ball here and you're just trying to keep it up. So walk in your circle. Oh, there goes my ball. Counterclockwise. And rest. So we're going to start our activity we have thunderstruck burpee. Every time you hear the word thunder, you will do a burpee. Again, 2 options with your burpees. Or actually, we're going to do 3. Easiest one, just kick it to the top of the plank, kick it back up. So again, if you hear the word thunder, the other option is all the way down. You can push up, take a good step, stand up. Again, jump back, play down, step up. All right, really keep a good chest when you step up. Last one is back down, push up, dynamically, stand up. Every time you hear the word thunder. Let me bring up the music so you guys can hear it. Every time you hear the word thunder, 1 burpee. around with these burpee variations. Do the different ones. See what feels great for you. Couple more, we'll be done. We'll call it good there. So you guys should be nice and warm. Make sure you have some water next to you, and we're gonna get started with the workout. So again, I said we have 4 circuits. 2 circuits are gonna be compound movements, and the other 2 are gonna be core movements. So we're gonna work on our technique with the 2 compound movements, the burpee and the cluster. And then at the end, we will try to put some speed into those movements. So just make sure you're hitting good technique in good positions. Fight for a good position. Just don't get lackadaisical and just because it's a soccer ball, you can. Treat it as 100 pounds and then it can injure you. So we're gonna do, all these are gonna complete 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. All these are gonna be completed 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're gonna go through the burpee real quick. The burpee is, we're gonna do, the first thing is it's gonna be the burpee with no push-up. So we're gonna go 20 seconds on, top of the plank, back up. Again, back up. 20 seconds, get to that spot as if you're kicking back, and then jumping back up, okay? If you need to, you can just kind of slowly put your hands down. You can take a step back into that spot, and then step up if you want. The next one we have is your push-up. So, again, jump back into your spot. Nice, steady push-ups. We want to make sure that your push-ups are clean. You don't have to race through your push-ups. It's 20 seconds. Get a good bottom position, good top position. Bottom, top. And the last one is that squat jump for height. We're just going to try to jump as high as you can. We'll go through that 2 times. The last one is you're going to put it all together. Jump back, push up, jump, high burpee. Push up, high burpee. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. ABC, ABC, and then 3 sets of the D. All right. So you'll set up your WOD timer as 9 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So it'll look like 9 rounds, 20 on, 10 off.
All right. So we're going to get started in 10 seconds. First one is just the burpee. No push-ups. 3. All we're doing is getting to the top of the plank, exploding up. Get to the top of the plank, jump back up. Again, if you want to walk, you can do that as well. Hands down to the ground, top of the plank, jump back up. Rest. We're going to start to go down. So now we're going to do our push-ups. So jump down. Now we're just going to do steady push-ups. However many you want. If you want to crank out 30 or just focus on really exploding up, holding your plank. It's really that dynamic push-up that we're going to start to build into that push, into your jump. Now we're going to jump for height. Use your arms. Jump as high as you can. Ten more seconds. One more time through those 3 movements, and then we're going to piece them all together. So back to our burpee with no push-up. Hands down, get steady in the top of that push-up, and then jump up quick. Again, if you get there fast, you can jump up quicker. Rest. Push-up. So really emphasize that push right at the bottom. We want that to be fast. If you need to go on your knees. We're going to jump for height. One last time. So now you're going to do the full burpee. Again, start slow. Once you feel comfortable, pick it up. So we're going to go. Kick out, push up, jump, jump high. Again, top of the plank, push up, jump, jump high. If you need to walk, you can always do that groiner, get your feet set, and jump. 2 more. Again, if you need to, walk up. So we can jump back, really use that groiner push up, and then jump high. Top of the push up. Now, fast as you can. So jump back, push up, jump high. If you can, right when your feet land, bring your hands back down. So that's our burpee complex. We're going to do a core complex, give us a little bit of a break. And then we're going to do the same thing with the med ball clean. So get some water. We have 4 core movements, sit up, high knees, bicycle crunches, and skater hops. So if you have a soccer ball, great. If you don't worry about it. Sit ups all the way behind your head, touch your toes. 20 seconds, we'll get up. I'm gonna put the ball over our head, high knees, bicycle crunches. You can pause for 1 second each side. I don't want you to crank them out. Make sure your toes are pointing to yourself. We don't want them here like you're pulling a band to you. And the last one is our skater hops. We've done these before. I want you to get a bounce on each leg before you go. So a double bounce, explode off. Okay? 20 seconds. We're just gonna go do that 2 times. We'll revisit the same circuit in a little bit. So this time it's gonna be 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 10 seconds. Sit-ups first. If you want to get a little bit of a rock, you can. Again, the less you use your arms, the harder, the more easier. Stand up, high knees. No, you're not gonna die. Again, soft feet. I don't want you to stomp. So, if you're running on hot poles, hot, barely touch the ground. Back to our bicycle crunches. Pause. Pull your feet to you.
Let's go.
So pull your feet. Pause for a second. You need to put your hands down. Just try to keep both legs off the ground.
Rest.
One more time through. Sit-ups. Oh, sorry, you got your skater hops. My bad. Double hop on each side and explode out.
Rest.
Good. Now back to our sit-ups. You want to bring your knees up. We're just trying to get tight in the bottom all the way through. High knees.
Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Rest.
1. Make sure you post your photos at the end of the workout as well. Bicycle crunches.
Let's go.
So really pause
At the top of those crunches.
again. If you want to put your hands down, just make sure we're getting a good tight crunch. You want to bring your elbow. It's a little more difficult. Same my concept. Don't point those toes. Bring them to you.
Rest.
Last skater hop.
Last one.
We get a bounce. Really jump off. Good job. So we're grab some water. I'll review the med ball cluster complex, which is going to be 3 movements, work on your technique, and then we're going to do 3 straight rounds of the full movement, building our speed through each interval. So we've done this one a couple times. First part is going to be your deadlift with the soccer ball. Again, you're just going to push your hips back like you're closing a car door and just drop your butt down with nice long arms. Okay, I don't want your hips under your knees. Hips slightly above your knees, arms slightly above your hips, because I don't want you up here. And then you're just going to lift, drive with your legs, squeeze your butt, and bring the ball about chest high. So again, extend vertically, bring that ball high. So it's a high pull, really trying to get as vertical as we can. Squeeze your butt. The next one then is going to be our front squat. And then finally, we're going to get a good press. All right. And then the whole movement is going to be the high pull, front squat, press. Well, we're going to break down the 3 pieces first, give you guys some technique work, and then we'll try to put it together by going a little bit faster. So we're going to set it, our timer, 9 rounds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds to rest. Here we go with the high pull. Exaggerate your hips. So butt back, really squeeze, bring the ball just about sternum level. If you end up getting to your toes through that drive, great. But don't go through your toes here. All right? So your toes should be more of an extension of that vertical drive up rather than you just going forward. Now we're getting into that front squat.
Let's go.
Elbows under the ball. We're really emphasizing a quick drop and stand. Quick drop, stand. Again, elbows under the ball, quick drop, stand. So once we're here, quick drop, stand. And now we're going to get into our press overhead.
Let's go.
So quarter squat, really drive up. Quarter squat, toss the ball high. Quarter squat, drive. 10 more seconds. Elbows tucked in nice. And we don't want your elbows out. Elbows down. One more time through each of those movements. Again, extend. Elbows high.
Let's go.
Nice, long, loose arms.
Rest.
And if you want this round, let's start our front squat from this position at the end of that high pull, and we're going to drop, rotate our hands and drop under. So if we're here, drop under, catch the ball and stand. Nice high elbows, drop and catch. I don't want you to rotate your arms, okay? It's not here. It's, you have to rotate your elbows all the way under the ball. You almost let go of the ball. So when you high pull, let go of the ball and then catch in the bottom.
Let's go.
Start from that bottom, that quarter squat, explode up. Quarter squat, press through your heels. Now we're going to put it all together. Start slow. We have 3 of these intervals, so you can pick up your intensity as we move along. So we got that deadlift high pull into that front squat, press. Back to the deadlift high pull, front squat, press. And then start to make the movement a little bit more fluid I don't want you pausing each time. Try to sync them together.
Rest.
Try to make the movements flow together. Once you feel a good rhythm, pick up the pace.
Let's go.
So again, up, through. Back to that deadlift. As you come down, bring those hips back. I know the ball is light, but try to keep it in one vertical plane the whole time.
Rest.
If you were in elevator, packed full of people, make sure that ball travels in a straight line the whole way through.
Last round.
Last round. You're feeling good? Try to get some fluidity in your movement. Touch the ball to the ground. Up every time. If you're still trying to figure it out, take your time, hit each position.
Well done.
So we're gonna go back to our core movements, and then we're gonna finish by adding those burpees and those med ball cleans together. Grab some water. We're gonna do the 2 rounds of the sit-ups and bicycles one more time. And then we will finish with hopefully a little bit more speed on your burpees and on your med ball cleans. And we'll finish with some planks. If you have any questions about any of these, or if you can't hear me, please let me know in the comments right now. I think one of my earbuds might have got watered. I think it might have blew. We'll try to keep these rests minimal. That hasn't been as intense as previous workouts because we are trying to focus on our technique of these movements. So later on and through the course of the week, we can start to utilize that technique and really go for speed. Right now, we're just trying to focus on hitting those positions that may be foreign to some of you, maybe not, and just really hammering great range of motion and great technique. Over time, your power and your speed will come. So back to 8 rounds, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Thank you. Sit-ups, 20 seconds again. Same 4 movements. Mess around with your sit-ups. If you like those tuck-ups, those are a good option.
Rest.
High knees. Hot goals. So ball, you want to keep it chest level or above your head. Or one hand.
Rest.
And rest. Bicycle crunches. So 2 variations. Elbow pause. Pull your toes to you. So we don't want them just dangling. Really emphasize pulling as you would like a rubber resistance band. If it's hard to hold your elbow, you can press yourself up.
Rest.
Kind of like that way a little bit better myself. Gives me a chance to really emphasize driving that hip up. Skater hops.
Let's go.
So double hop, slow it off. Double hop, slow it out. If you have room, jump as far as you can. If you are restricted in space, just do what you can. One more time through. seconds.
Let's go.
I'm gonna bring it to your chest. Quick feet off the ground. Rest in our bicycle crunches. If you haven't had a chance to put your hands down and do the crunches, give it a try. I actually like it a lot better.
Let's
So, kind of in this half seated, really pull those knees up, close to your chest as you can. Pausing each time. If you need one leg to lay on the ground for yourself.
rock.
Last skater hop.
Last round.
Last skater hop. Again, if you have the space, try to really jump as far as you can. If you're restricted in space, do what you can.
Well done.
So we will finish with a little combination of all three of the things we've been doing today. So we're going to do 2 stations, burpee, plank, and med ball cluster and plank. So you will have 45 seconds to do 5 burpees. In the remaining time, you will hold the plank. You will rest for 15 seconds. You will do 5 med ball clusters. In the remaining time, you'll plank. We'll do that for 2 cycles. So the faster you do the burpees, the more time you will plank. The slower you do your burpees, the less time you plank. If you do not get 5 burpees in the allotted time, try to find some sort of progression in which you will allow you to get those burpees a little bit faster. Another option, if you are really struggling with the burpees, I'll just go over really quick. I should have done it sooner. Is grab something high, whether it be a bench or a box, something that you can utilize as sort of your, if you're doing push-ups on an elevated surface, okay, it'll be the same thing. Plank, push-up, jump, burpee. Back to your push-up, burpee, jump high. As you get stronger, your height requirement will get lower and lower, maybe to the ground. So we'll just move this aside for the moment. So we will reset our clock for 4 rounds. Sorry with all the crazy time management. I know it's probably easier to say everything one time, but I think it's a little bit of a challenge to work for short times and then long times, short times, long times. Keeps that heart rate always guessing. So 4 rounds, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. 5 burpees, plank. And then with the next circuit, you'll do 5 med ball cleans, plank. Try to go fast, 8 seconds. So 5 burpees as fast as you can. You should have hit those positions. Step up or jump, up to you. 5 burpees as quick as you can. Jump high. And then hold your plank at the top. If you want to hold it from your hands, or if you want to hold it from your elbows.
Halfway there.
You have 23 seconds. Hopefully you're on your plank by now. You got 15 seconds to hold it.
10 seconds.
Don't let your butt sag. Keep it up. Now we are going to do 5 med ball clusters. 5, and you will do plank for the remaining time. So 5, high pull, front squat. Press. on plank when you finish. Again, high plank
Halfway there.
for elbows. Try to keep your hips even with your shoulders. We don't want your hips to get much lower.
10 seconds. Rest.
One more time through. 5 burpees, plank. 5 med ball cleans, plank.
Let's go. Halfway there.
20 seconds left.
Ten seconds.
We have our last 5 med ball cleans and a plank.
Last.
Rotate your elbows around the ball. 3. Last plank.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Well done.
That will do it for our workout. I try to make this one a little bit quick. We do have that NISOA online discussion about violent behavior today at noon. So you should have enough time to get some food, shower, and get ready. Send your workouts, tag your workouts, post your workouts. OSI, NISOA Fit, NISOA and Family, Lululemon, and Sweat Life. Bring some friends next time or have them do it during the week. It's a great workout. You can keep the same time domains, just mix up the movements. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just sweaty, that's all. So we'll go through some stretches. If you have time, great. If you don't, we'll see you next week. So we'll get started with just a simple, basic seated forward fold, feet together. And we'll hold there for a while. Good luck to any of our NISOA members that are officiating in the upcoming weeks or currently are. Make sure you stay safe, stay hydrated. It is very hot out everywhere across the country. And we still have that corona or COVID-19 pandemic, so make sure you guys are taking all necessary precautions before your matches, during your matches, and after your matches. So this time we're just gonna bring one knee across. We're just gonna hug that knee, try to get a good stretch in our glutes. I'm surprised my equipment didn't fault in this crazy weather. It actually was a lot cooler working out today. I was talking to a couple of my friends, NISOA friends, and they were wondering if I was gonna do this workout. And I said, I'd much rather do this workout in this rain than the 100 degrees sunshine that we've been having. Switch sides. ground just as wet, so it doesn't really matter if it was in the rain or in the heat. All right, we're gonna take it to our back. We're gonna bring one knee to our chest. We're gonna do a twist. So 2 main points of contact, or 3, is try to get that knee and that foot to the ground, and then really just reach that arm, try to get that shoulder. Every time you take a big breath in and exhale, try to get that shoulder blade to stay on the ground. We don't want your knees, this part, to come on. Main thing is hold that there. Get a good twist in your spine. A couple more breaths. Always practicing that nose breathing. It's really going to pay dividends in your performance, and as well as your posture and your attitude and your focus when things get really challenging. Nasal breathing is going to be your best friend. Practice it as much as you can. The less you get away from these heavy mouth breaths and big nasal breathing, the better. So again, bring one knee to your chest, bring it all the way to the ground, and then start to bring that opposite arm all the way back. You're probably not going to get this arm to the ground. That's fine. Just with every breath, try to get it a little bit closer. All right, we'll come back up. We're going to get good hip stretches. So we have our nice long back leg. We're going to bring that inside of the elbow or those hands into sort of a Spider-Man inside of our knee. Let's see if I can. Again, you don't have to crank your elbow down there. Just let your body dangle. Let it fall where it goes. It should be just nice and relaxed. You can kind of twist, move your body around, see where you feel comfortable. You want to reach forward, that's a possibility. Or good. And we'll switch sides. I'm just going to get a towel. Really try to get on the inside as much as you can. And you guys can find that stretch. Again, thanks for joining us. We'll see you all next week.